Yo, what is going on, ladies and gentlemen? We're back with episode 2 of our Minecraft PS Vita edition Skyblock as we're watching a beautiful sunset upon an island that doesn't even look like sun. That literally looks like a second sun. Like what? What the hell? That looks so weird, dude. That looks so 2D. This looks like 2D Minecraft we're looking at right now in front of us. I just harvested this tree. I got a bunch of cobblestone off camera. I just scoot my chair in here. And we're basically, this episode is just going to be expanding the island. Pretty much, so... Because I really want to catch as many of these saplings as possible. Get as many trees going as possible. Maybe get some charcoal going. As well. Now, realistically, the best way to expand is we need slabs. You can, like... Because as long as it's on the top block, it doesn't matter. We don't need the bottom block. It's actually going to be really helpful here. Because, like I said, we can still place stuff on top. And... basically, you get to double. Use our cobblestone twice the amount. What I meant to say. I think this episode... I'm gonna head over, I don't know, probably to the Spruce Tree Island, just because getting more saplings is probably, in wood, is probably the most immediate thing that needs attention. But at the same time, I'm trying to remember what I put in the chest at the... I think the stuff at the Sand Island is actually more important. To be honest with you. I think the stuff at the Sand Island is way more important. Just trying to get this expanded out a bit. I actually have some walking room here. Alright. But yeah, basically just got some cobblestone. Making a mob platform is definitely going to be something we definitely want to do. That's gonna kind of come with time. We definitely need some cobblestone walls as well. That is also a pretty big deal, yo. Because I'd rather not fall off. And lose my Steve. Lose my Steve. Then also, fishing is gonna be a big thing too. Or at least sustainable food. So getting more water is going to be a big thing as well, so... I think... And also a bed, of course, too, so... I think... The main deal... is we just build over to the Sand Island, I think. We just build out this way. Yeah. Pew, pew, pew. Because I'm trying to think, so cactus is kind of just cactus. That's about all I can say about that. Cactus is just cactus. Nothing is too shocking about cactus. And we'll probably just leave the sandstone here, to be honest. Because obviously I can't get this, like, floating, of course, so... Basically, in terms of animals, too, like, as long as we have 2, then breeding is in the question, or, like, in the race, right? So... I think I placed the chest inside the island, so... Gather the cactus here. And carefully extract all the sand. Because I do not want to lose 3 dirt like I lost before. At least I think I put a chest in here. Should have. Yeah. Okay. What did I put in here exactly? Mushroom, sugarcane, and an acacia sapling. Mushroom stew is definitely a viable option, so that works. Just a matter of making a little dark room for them to spread. Which we can do. So that is something I can do. I forgot to show you guys. I do have a Vita. I do have a PlayStation Vita. As you can see. You guys can see yourself in the webcam there. Say hello to yourself. And I have my PlayStation Vita TV. As I said, explained that whole hookup situation. So, sandstone will just leave here. If we ever want to come back and get the sandstone, I can come back and get it. It's not that big of a deal. So definitely mushroom stew is definitely going to be in a contender. Since we are on hard mode, we will die to starvation. We do have our apple, though, which is going to be pretty useful. And we did get a sapling. We have an acacia sapling. Let's just make this so I don't fall off and die. That would be the ideal scenario here. Okay. Sucks because I'd like to play it on the Vita and record it from the Vita, but you need like homebrew for that, and I'm just not a fan. I like playing stuff on the native hardware, you know, like I don't like modding consoles that much. I just like native hardware. I'm just a native kind of guy, you know? I think next is probably gonna try and like make a small room for these mushrooms. I think is probably our next best bet. Probably gonna be pretty important. So we probably should just want to make a room here. A dock room. We probably just enter from here, right? We probably need to move this. So far, just one sapling, so I mean, our tree growing capacity hasn't expanded, which is not an ideal situation. Makes me a little nervous. I mean, we do have the acacia tree, but like, still. It's not good. That's what I can say about it. Yeah. Definitely not ideal. In the slightest. Gonna expand it out a little more. They do need some room for these trees. So I'll probably grow the acacia tree and the other tree, because the regular oak tree. So I think we just place this here, and then we'll probably expand it once they grow, I think. Expand it a little more then. Okay. We just place this here. I see that weird, like, thing. What is that? Oh, the hell is that? Weird visual bug, maybe? I think it's just a dark enough room for these, so I'm not too worried about this. Neither do I really care if this even looks nice, so I just care if it's dark enough to spread our mushrooms. That's all I care about. And I don't care that it's too tall. I really don't. I could care less. Now with bone mealing, we technically can't grow mushrooms as well, so I think we just plant this here. I forgot, can't place them on slabs. We actually gotta replace this floor. Losing slabs is not a big deal. Not a big deal. Gotta make sure not to break the one that the actual mushroom is on. Otherwise, we are in some trouble. There we go. Okay. There we go. And I'm just gonna block this off. I'm just gonna let those kind of do their thing, so. Okay, Next plan of action here. I'm trying to think exactly what I want to do here. Could obviously expand a little more. That is definitely a possibility we can do. 100% a possibility. These mushrooms are definitely important as well. But I also think getting some lighting is important. I think we smelt like 2 logs just to get some charcoal going. And then we make the rest of this. Make some more stone pickaxes. Yeah, for sure. And then we definitely want a mob platform. Like I said, I've tested mob grinders on here and they don't really work, and I think it's just because the PS Vita spawn cap limit and stuff like that. So that's not ideal. Like building the huge structure just to get a few mobs like isn't necessarily ideal to me. Just doesn't really make sense. Doesn't make sense to me. I definitely want to gather all that snow as well. So I think the pumpkin and melon seeds are on the spruce island, I think. Alright, we got some charcoal. Can actually make some torches to light some of this up now. Get a little light out here, you know? Nothing too crazy. Save some of our torches. Now, one thing I don't know is, like, how fast these would grow. I mean, how dark is it in here? Let's actually check this first. Any lighting bugs in here? Other than you? Why are you like that? So weird. I don't know. I think I'm just gonna go mine some cobble here, and I'll probably check back in like 10 minutes. Probably just gonna mine some cobble here, wait for the mushrooms to grow, see if it actually works. I think that's our main objective this episode. Try and get some mushrooms, maybe some more trees. So I'll catch you guys back in a second. I'm going to slave my life away at more cobblestone. And my pickaxe is broke. My last pickaxe. As you can tell, we are in a storm. Without shelter. Without anything. So, without shelter, we're gonna make a little shelter. Here is my sad hole. Because I have no home. I'm stranded on an island, in a block, in the sky, and yeah. Here's how 2D that looks. I wanted to check on my mushrooms. They haven't grown at all. Kinda lame. I don't know if I'm doing anything wrong, if I'm being honest with you. I don't really grow mushrooms like that, so... I don't know what else to do this episode, to be honest with you guys. It's kind of next episode I wanted to head to that island. So... I was hoping one of these trees would be grown by the time, you know? I guess we can kind of try to work on the mob platform, I guess. That would kind of be something, right? Kind of make like a blueprint for it out here. You know, hopefully get some monsters to spawn out here. Maybe. Maybe not. Maybe so. Kind of make a big platform. That's about it. Get started on it this episode. I said, I really don't know, like, the best way to get mobs on Vita Edition. I just really don't. As I said, I've tested the mob droppers before I even made the Skyblock. I tested it, and maybe like 3 monsters spawn like every like 10 minutes. You know, like it's. I mean, all that says to me is that Mobs are going to be something, and mob loot is going to be something insanely rare on the Skyblock. Like, very, very rare. So, progress is going to be probably pretty slow. And I'm using full blocks for this just because I really don't trust it, and I want everything to actually function here. So, I mean, I don't know how much I care how even this is on both sides, to be honest with you. I'm not going to build out the whole thing, I'm kind of just going to build out a little bit of it. Auto-saving. No! Wow. Was not eventful. Very, very eventful. Still, none of our trees have grown. We haven't really had anything, so... kind of go on here, so... a little disappointing. I don't know if we want to just try and spawn mobs at night on this platform. Put a roof over it and hopefully they spawn. I really don't know. Let me guys know in the comments if you have some ideas, because anything is on the... all ears are on the table right now for me, so... they are all in on the table, because... monsters are going to be something very, very essential to any Skyblock, because those additional resources are insanely important, so... just gonna finish this off to make it even on both sides, and we'll probably call it an episode there. So... thing is, we can get snow too once we harvest and get a snow golem. I don't know what snow adds value other than, like... you can get tons of blocks. Doesn't... God, I'm about to fall off. Oh my... Lord help us. Okay, well, I think I'm gonna end the episode there. Underneath my stormy little roof thing that is very, very depressing. Did not mean to do. With the torch just up all in it. Alright guys, well, as we're gonna end this episode, next episode, definitely Spruce Island, maybe hopefully have some trees. I'm probably obviously gonna buy more cobblestone off camera before the next episode. We'll just leave it there. I'll see you guys then.